Have you ever felt like you're not being heard or understood? Or maybe you've struggled to get your point across effectively? Communication is the foundation of all our relationships, both personal and professional. And let's be real, we could all use a little help in this department. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the art of effective communication and equip you with the tools to become a master communicator. Get ready to level up your game and unlock a world of better relationships, career opportunities, and personal growth. Importance of communication skills. Imagine this. You're in a meeting, and you've put together a brilliant proposal. You're excited to share your ideas, but as you start presenting, you notice your colleagues' eyes glazing over. They're not getting it, and your message is falling flat. Sound familiar? Now picture this. You're able to articulate your thoughts clearly and concisely. You can read the room, adjust your approach based on nonverbal cues, and genuinely connect with your audience. That's the power of effective communication. It can open doors, strengthen relationships, and set you apart as a true leader. Step 1. Active listening. Raise your hand if you've ever been guilty of nodding along while your mind wanders off to your grocery list or weekend plans. We've all been there, but active listening is a game changer. Active listening is all about giving the speaker your full attention. Maintain eye contact, avoid interruptions, and ask clarifying questions. You'll not only better understand the message, but you'll also make the other person feel heard and valued. Just think about how many misunderstandings or arguments could have been avoided if we all practiced active listening from the start. But active listening is just the first step in our communication journey. Let's dive into the power of nonverbal communication. Step 2. Nonverbal communication. Did you know that over 90% of our communication is nonverbal? That's right, the way we carry ourselves, our facial expressions, and even the tone of our voice can speak louder than words. Let's take a look at some common nonverbal cues and what they mean. Crossed arms can signal defensiveness or discomfort, while leaning in and maintaining eye contact can convey interest and engagement. I'll never forget the time I was giving a presentation, and I noticed one of the executives in the room kept shaking his head. I thought he was disagreeing with everything I was saying, but turns out he was just trying to stay awake. Talk about a nonverbal miscommunication. Being able to read and respond to nonverbal cues is crucial for effective communication. It allows you to adjust your approach, build rapport, and ensure your message is landing the way you intended. Step 3. Clarity and conciseness. Let's be honest, sometimes we can get a little carried away with our words, can't we? We tend to overcomplicate things, going off on tangents and burying the main point under a mountain of unnecessary details. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, but the haystack just keeps growing. The key to clarity and conciseness is to organize your thoughts before you speak. Outline the main points you want to make and stick to the essentials. Use simple language and avoid jargon or technical terms that might confuse your audience. Instead of saying, "Due to the current economic climate and the fluctuating market trends, we've decided to strategically realign our resources to optimize operational efficiency," you could simply say, "We're cutting costs to stay competitive." I'm sure we've all been on the receiving end of a confusing or long-winded message. Share your experiences in the comments below, and let's learn from each other's struggles with clarity and conciseness. Speaking of learning from each other, our next step is all about developing empathy and emotional intelligence, two essential ingredients for truly connecting with others. Step 4. Empathy and emotional intelligence. Have you ever been in a situation where someone was clearly upset or frustrated, but you had no idea how to respond? Or maybe you've been on the other side feeling misunderstood or invalidated? That's where empathy comes in. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's about putting yourself in their shoes and seeing things from their perspective. When you can truly empathize with someone, it creates a deeper connection and understanding. I'll never forget the time my best friend was going through a tough breakup. Instead of trying to cheer her up or offer advice, I simply listened and acknowledged her pain. I didn't try to fix anything, I just let her know that I understood how she was feeling. That simple act of empathy meant the world to her. But empathy is just one piece of the puzzle. To truly master communication, we need to develop emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, as well as the emotions of others. One way to cultivate emotional intelligence is to practice mindfulness and self-awareness. Take a few moments throughout the day to check in with yourself and identify how you're feeling. Then, observe how those emotions might be influencing your interactions with others. I'd love to hear from you all. What are some situations where empathy and emotional intelligence have made a positive difference in your communication? Share your stories in the comments below.